What is going on, guys and girls? Gamster here, coming at you for a Dragon Ball discussion video today. We are going to be discussing the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super. We are going to be discussing episode 87. I just was not able to watch it, so I apologize. It's going to be late. It leaves off to where we leave off where 17 and Goku are talking. Goku's bringing up 17 that he still wants him to fight with him. 17's going no, but then Goku mentions about the Super Dragon Balls, that they are very much more powerful than the normal Dragon Balls. That intrigues 17. He goes, well, he says, I'm not really too sure. He says, but it's interesting. He says, so he's still trying to bribe me. And then right before anything, he goes, do you sense that? And next thing you know, there's a big ship. He goes, there's a ship. And then they start abducting all the animals, and Goku and 17 are going to try to stop them, but they go too fast. And as soon as that happens, they try to lift into space, and Goku says, grab onto me. He's going to use ancient transmission. He says, I got to do this, otherwise the animals are going to be lost. So they do it. They get on the ship, but they get detected almost immediately. And then next thing you know, they are noticing that there's been a lot of animals that are being abducted from other planets. Next thing you know, soldiers come, and he says, well, I guess it's time to fight. So then they start fighting off other soldiers, and then you see where their leader is going all about the Minotaurus, and they're talking about that. It's apparently worth a lot of money. So it goes right back to 17 as well as Goku. They're fighting out the soldiers. He says, let's go find the boss. And he says, how about you take care of them? I'll go find the boss. He says, hey, well, he's strong. He may be strong too. I want to go handle him too. Next thing you know, there's more guards, and they're like, well, we're going to take care of you both. And 17's like later, and he says, oh man, he says, well, I need to warn you, I'm strong. And next thing you know, Goku's taking care of these other soldiers. And next thing you know, 17 meets up with the boss, and the boss is going, you guys are all scum, and you protect animals, you don't really care, you just care about your own life. And he's, why do you have to meet towards? Because the horns are all after a lot of money, is what the leader tells 17. And 17, they kind of go back and forth, and he says that he usually works alone, and that he has someone with him, and he goes, oh, so you do work alone. And it's really crazy on how you see 17 actually fighting for something other than himself. He's fighting for these animals. He's fighting for their life. And he tells them, why do you think that I'm the only one who works alone on this island? Because I'm enough. And then he gets two soldiers there, I guess, who are his superior or his soldiers, his bodyguards. He says, go after him. Next thing you know, 17 knocks him after he blocks a blade. And he goes, so you think I'm bluffing now? And next thing you know, you see him hit the dude, and he just literally lays him out. And the guy's like, he says, you're not going to get away with this. He says, now return them all to their homes. He says, no, I won't. And he's still asking to see if they're going to do it. And then he goes right to 18 and Krillin. They're at home. 18's looking out the window. Krillin's like, hey, are you okay? She says, yeah. She says, I'm hoping 17 and Goku are alright. He says, yeah, I can't sense their energy. She says, I know. She says, they're both kind of timid. She says, I know how their personalities are. Hopefully they're not in trouble. And next thing it starts raining. Then it goes right back to the scene. And Goku shows up, and he's like, I want to fight this guy. And also it goes right to the leader saying that all this random stuff about poaching, how nobody really cares, and Goku says this guy's rotten to the core, we need to stop him. And 17 goes, no, let me handle this. And he still beats the crap out of him, and the guy starts to threaten about there's a bomb inside him, and if he switches it, then the whole thing will go off. And as soon as that happens, as soon as Goku's screaming no, Beerus wakes up having a dream that Goku died. That is the reason why he was having a dream, because he thought Goku died. Next thing you know, you hear Bulma screaming, so Bulma's like, I'm going to take her to bed. Vegeta is very hyped up, thinking, like, why is the guy still here? You know, if they want to sleep, they can go to a hotel. And Beerus says, well, Beerus is like, he says, maybe it's premonition, we need to do something. And then Whis telling him not to worry, that Goku can handle himself, that everything's going to be okay, just try to chill. And then it goes right back to the scene, and Goku's saying, what do you got to do something? And then 17 tells Goku that he's going to leave the hands of the animals into him, that he wants him to say goodbye to his wife and his children, and 18 and Krillin for him. And then he busts right through the screen of the ship and goes out into space with the leader of these poachers, and Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue to try to stop himself from going into space. He goes into space real quick and instant transmissions himself there, and then transports him and 17 to King Kai's planet. And next thing you know, King Kai is going nuts, and Goku is explaining to him that this is a bad guy. He says he's planning to, saying he's going to explode, so I bring him here. He's not going to be able to move because he's not that strong. And King Kai's like, I don't care. He says, what do you think I am, a personal bomb dispenser? He says, no. He says, get him out of here. And he starts running with Bubbles and all them. And he basically runs. The next thing you know, he's like, not able to move. And next thing you hear Dende. Dende explains to Goku that the guy was lying, that he is not going to explode. So 17 goes, really? And Goku is like, okay, really? He says, let's see if he does it. Next thing you know, 17's like, pull it. And he goes, do it. He says, okay, yes, sir. So he does it. And next thing you know, springs come out of his nose. He says, yeah, we're going to have it for a birthday party. And King Kai's like, just get him out of here. So they go right back to Earth with all the animals, or releasing all the animals, and then Jocko shows up. Jocko's saying, good job, guys, we've been after these guys for years, and he says, well, these poachers, so y'all did a good job. And 17's like, who's this? And he says, Jocko. He says, Wacko. He says, no, it's Jocko. And then Goku's like, well, he says, why weren't you part of this? He says, well, I'm a super elite, we're always busy. He says, so he says, I might get a promotion after all this. We've been after them for years. And Goku's like, you're going to take credit for this? He says, yeah, sure, this is my jurisdiction. He says, yeah, but you didn't do anything. He says, yeah. He says, well, it's still my job. He says, even though I'm still very busy. And then he's like, I may put a letter thanking you guys. He says, but then again, he says, I may not. He says, yeah, I may not. And then later on, they leave, and Goku as well as 17 are talking, and 17 finally agrees to join the team, that he is wanting something better, and if he wins, he will buy a boat for him and his family because he wants to travel the world. He says that he will leave Trunks and Goten to defend the island. Goku says great, and he tells Goku that's we're going to be him on the team. He says because they started off as enemies and he was assigned to kill him. Goku says it's not that weird, and he goes, what do you mean? He says, well, Tien, Piccolo, and Vegeta started out as enemies. He says now they're allies. And then he says even Boo. He says Boo. He says yeah. He says the one you mean you killed the spirit bomb? He says yeah. He says but he's not Bad Boo anymore. And he says you're an interesting fellow, Goku. And he says yeah. He says well, that's the way my grandpa taught me. He says to always be there for people. And he says I just can't imagine innocent people, animals getting erased over something. And then so now it was cool to bring up how he brought up his grandfather and everything, and that's how it pretty much ends, is them saying that they have more to fight for. And that's pretty much how the episode ends. I really liked it. I like to see 17 and Goku fight together. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really fun. I thought it was a great twist to the franchise as well, seeing new space pirates, but even though they were really weak, in my opinion. And we got to see another side of 17, more of like a freedom fighter, so that was pretty cool to see. And in the very next episode, we see Piccolo and Gohan training. We see them hardcore training. We see Piccolo going all out with Gohan. We see Gohan going in Super Saiyan form and going even higher than that because he wants to be more powerful. And we see even Goku going to Piccolo saying, hey, you're in the tournament, right? And then he says, oh, I guess you're going to train him first, which is awesome. So of course we're going to see a lot of a little bit of dialogue between Goku and Piccolo. We're going to see a lot of dialogue between him and Gohan, and we're going to see a lot of fighting between him and Gohan, a lot of training, a lot of intense things going on between them two. So it's going to be really intense. I'm really wanting to see what Piccolo is able to do now, since we have not really seen him fight other than against Beerus and against Frost. So I'm really looking forward to see how strong he's gotten, as well as what we're going to be seeing in the next episode. I can't wait to see it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hope you guys enjoyed my Dragon Ball content as well as my discussions. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new for more Dragon Ball content, as well as comment down below what you guys think about the episode. And I hope you guys have a good night.